Hi everyone, it's me, Scott, aka the R.P.M. Red Ranger. Now a lot of people remember me from Power Rangers, R.P.M. Power Rangers, Power Rangers Motors, or Ranger Power Motors. That's what the abbreviation standed for. Let's talk a little bit about myself. I was recruited by Dr. K in Corinth to protect Corinth from, Vendrix, a virus that she had accidentally released it by accident. And somehow this computer virus somehow became self-aware. And we had many battles against Vendrix, defeating many of his robotic monsters. And I would think one of my best moments as a ranger, well, I guess the first time that I went into battle against Vendrix, but that would be a lie, because I think my best time as a ranger is when I finally defeated Vendrix. But that wouldn't be the last time. Oh, hold on, I gotta sneeze. I would then be called back into duty again by the general manager of Power Rangers Powered Engines, Dr. K, once again, when I had to defeat Processor Cog. Now, Processor Cog was one of Vendrix's underlings, one of his apprentices, you could make an argument. And when Vendrix was eventually defeated, he took it upon himself to continue where Vendrix left off at. He went to the past, he went back to the past in 2011 AD. I was sent back in the past, and that's where I teamed up with the Samurai Rangers. And some people may actually believe that Processor Cog had gotten the better of us, but that definitely was not true. I teamed up with the Samurai Power Rangers, and I eventually defeated Processor Cog. But man, it was one tough battle, because Processor Cog put a spell on me. It got me and Jaden, the Samurai Red Ranger, to supposedly hate each other. We kept up the charade for a while. After Mentor Jig, the general manager of the Power Ranger Samurai team, was able to put a spell on us to keep the effects from occurring. But I think teaming up with the Samurai Power Rangers, defeating Processor Cog, also defeating Vendrix was two of my big accomplishments. Now some people ask, how come Power Rangers R.P.M. or Power Rangers motor-powered Ranger-powered engines, how come only some ABC network affiliates agreed to air it and some didn't? Because affiliates some agreed to contract with it, some agreed not to. So one of those seasons that kind of crippled the Power Rangers in ratings and stuff, and I guess that's what kind of hurt it in the interest, because people were interested in it unless you had the ABC network affiliate that carried it, or somehow someone uploaded it on YouTube or Daily Motion at the time. That was probably the only way you saw it, and I can't really explain why it was done that way. A lot of people say, how come I didn't take my Ranger suit off or demorph when I was teaming up with the Samurai Rangers? Because I went back in the past, so I didn't know if I could breathe the air or not. It made no sense, I know. That was, but then R.P.M. was actually, Power Rangers R.P.M. was actually a Disney series of Power Rangers, not a Siobhan, so a lot of people in Siobhan maybe didn't understand that Corinth was in the future, and the same oxygen in the past, the same oxygen in the future, I don't know. They tried to make it look like Corinth was in a different dimension, but I hardly doubt. I think Corinth was in the future. So I went back in the past, and why I didn't transform? I said, because I don't know if I could breathe the air or not. I know, made me sound like I was stuck up, or I was some type of idiot, like I was better than all the other ones, but I certainly wasn't. Oh, my neck. You know, it gets... So yeah, that's about it for me. I am the Scott, aka the R.P.M Red Ranger. Hope y'all enjoy this video.